Hey there guys, what is up? I am Corrupt Crow, and I'm coming to you guys with another League of Legends tutorial. So today, as you're about to see, I'm going to be playing Annie. Now, Annie's a really good and easy champion to learn for the beginning. She's a mid laner and she can also play support. I'm going to take Heal and Ghost on her. I would take Ignite, but I have yet to unlock that on this account. And besides, if you're watching this tutorial, you may not have Ignite, so just go with Heal and Ghost as I'm taking, and we're gonna go off onto the actual game. I'm gonna try to make this tutorial a little bit shorter. So basically, here we are in the game. I'm gonna recommend you start off with the starting items of a Doran's Ring, 2 potions, and the Warding Trinket. This is pretty standard. It gives you a little bit more survivability in lane. Um, Actually, I'm just gonna jump right into the basic mechanics of Annie, and this is just so you know, I'm recording over some footage I took. This is just so I can concentrate a little bit more and talk about what I actually want to talk about. And this is a bot game, but I just did that more for the fact that just to show you the basics of Annie, and it's also a lot easier to record in a bot game. Basically, I like to start with Annie's Q, as you can see as I took. I'm actually going to go help out the jungler over here with a leash. Basically, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to help the jungler take out his first camp so he can get a better start and hopefully start to do better and better as the game progresses. But as you can see, Annie's Q has a decent area. Basically, also this is a fireball, but it's Annie's best skill. Also, if Annie kills an enemy with her fireball, it refunds the mana. So it allows Annie to stay in lane for a long time without running out of mana. Um, One thing you're about to see is what Annie's passive is. If you see, every time Annie uses one of her 4 abilities, she gains 1 stack of, I think it's called Pyromaniac. And basically what that does is, once I hit 4 stacks of that, Annie's Q or her W will create a stun, and it'll stun all the enemies that it hits. This is honestly one of Annie's best moves and what makes her a great support. Annie's W is similar to her Q, but it's a little bit weaker and it doesn't refund her mana. Annie's E is a shield, and it's very nice. It's low cost, and it protects her very well. And her E is her summon. I mean, not her E. Her R is her ultimate. She summons her bear Tibbers. Tibbers, you'll find out what that is eventually, but I'm gonna go into mid lane for a little bit and start to farm. As you can see, I'm gonna try to last hit with Q. I'm actually gonna cut out in a little bit because unfortunately when recording this, I hit a massive lag spike, and you're not gonna want to watch that. But as you're gonna see in a few minutes, I'm gonna be fighting against Rise a little bit. I'm not gonna do too well in this game, and as you can see, I just lagged up. I'm just gonna cut in just a moment, and here we are. As you can see, I've pushed the lane a little bit. And if you want to look at the items I've bought, the first item I recommend buying on Annie is an item called Catalyst Protector. It's the little stone you see in my number 2 spot. What that does is, every time I gain a level, I gain a certain amount of health and mana over the course of, I believe it's 6 seconds. This allows me to stay in lane a lot longer. But as you can see, with Annie, you always want to max your Q first, unless you're going support, but don't try going support Annie yet if you're watching this guide. It's a little bit more advanced. But I normally max Q, W, then E, and you should always max your ultimate whenever you get the chance. But as you can see, I'm just going to kind of poke with Rise a little bit. I'm going to try to poke him out of lane, which is going to work. Continuing on, I'm just going to keep farming, and I'm going to talk about Annie's abilities a little bit more. Catalyst Protector builds into an item for Annie called Rod of Ages, and this just basically makes Annie more powerful. And I also bought boots on Annie because Annie's pretty slow as a champion, and I wanted the extra mobility, and I just got a potion because I can stay in lane a little bit longer. Now, as you can see, the lane's starting to, I'm trying to push the lane up because as you can see, I had that tower pretty low. Aurelia's going to come down with me. I'm not really sure what she planned on doing. Just kind of ignore her. I'm actually going to cut the footage in just a moment, I believe. Am I? Let's see. Yes, I am. Okay, so here we are. I've pushed the lane a little bit. Our Nocturne has really managed to push the lane a lot. And this has really, really, really helped us. Now, I actually had to go AFK between that split, and that was just my computer had some issues, and I just had to log out quickly. But I'm back, and our Nocturne started to carry us. That's fine though. I'm still gonna go ahead with this recording just because this is all I can really get out. I'm sorry, guys, but so me and Nocturne are gonna push the tower as much as possible. Nocturne's gonna back off, and we're gonna try to fight them a little bit more. I'm gonna stay in and just try to push this game, just because we've had two people go AFK and a couple people fed, and it just wasn't that pretty. Or really, I don't really think she ever knew what she was doing, to be completely honest. But it's fine. I mean, very few people are talented at League when they first start. But oh, here's something else you should know. As you could see when I had that little swirly thing around me, that's when you know your passive is up. That's when I know I can stun people, and enemies can see that as well. So if you're playing against an Annie, if she has the swirly thing around her, just watch out. I'm actually gonna get pretty low, and I'm gonna back out and kind of use my shield to protect myself. That's an example of when to use Ghost, by the way, in case you're wondering when you should use that. Use Ghost as an escape, or if you really need to chase someone, use it as that. I'm just gonna recall here and go buy a few more items. I'm actually gonna just walk around the base a little bit because I don't have quite enough for a Deathfire, not a Deathfire grasp. No wait, I'm just gonna buy I think I'm just gonna buy the first part of it, another potion. I'm just gonna keep going on. I plan on building a needlessly large rod later. Deathfire grasp is nice. It's basically it's built on AP, and AP is what Annie builds off of. It makes her skills a lot more powerful. Um, and on top of that, Deathfire Grasp also grants an additional attack, and as you can see, our Nocturne is going pretty hard right now. I'm not actually gonna get any assists, which I feel kind of bad about. I feel like I'm not really doing my part, which I really wasn't, but it's a bot game, so bot games don't really matter. A lot of people consider them waste of times. I like bot games just so I can teach myself a champion. That way I know the basics and I'm not like struggling with them in an actual game. But I'm gonna try to push on this inhibitor a little bit more. I'm gonna try to just gonna try to poke around it. Annie, her W is what she uses for wave clear, though I didn't do a very good job of building it up. We're just gonna try to push a little bit, and Annie becomes kind of like a face roll late game, where you can just basically just roll your face on the keyboard and you're gonna kill. Um, as you can see, I'm just gonna try to hold off Rise, Ash, and well, Renekton. We're just gonna kind of play the poke game a little bit. I'm gonna miss my W. Um, this one thing, this Nocturne, he came back late game. It's just he has no idea how to push a lane because he started split pushing, and it just made the game go on a lot longer than it needed to. But as you can see, I have Pyromania up. Pyromaniac. I'm sorry. I'm just being stupid right now. But I'm gonna try to just get some damage off on Rise, get some poke in. I'm gonna use Tippers, try to get the kill. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna do some pretty nice damage, as you can see. Um, Sona's right there. I'm not that worried about Sona. Sona doesn't have that much. Can't do that much damage. She's more for healing and supporting her team. She's an excellent support to learn, by the way. But I'm actually gonna cut out to when I take the inhibitor, and the game's almost over. So here we are, with the power of magical jump cuts. I'm just gonna do some damage. I'm gonna poke around a little bit. The game's almost over, actually. We've taken a few of their inhibitors. The Winions are coming in, and the game's almost over. Oh my god, that was so redundant. But as you can see, I'm just kind of poking around with my Q and my passive. Um, I'm not really that worried about dying here. Like, Sona's gonna use her ult on me. They're not gonna chase after me, obviously, but I'm just gonna try to do as much damage as I can. As you can see, I built Rod of Ages. I talked about that already. Um, I also bought Needlessly Large Rod. Like I said, builds into Deathfire Grasp. It's a little bit expensive. A lot of mid laners will build Needlessly Large Rod as their first item. Like I said on Annie, Catalyst the Protector tends to be the way to go because it gives you a lot of extra sustain in lane, which is very, very nice and allows you to get a lot of farm. Something you should know about League is, especially, this is really important to learn. Um, CS, creep score, which is the amount of minions you've killed, is extremely important. A lot of people say by 10 minutes you should have about 80 creep score. Now, I'm not that good at getting creep score. I wasn't really paying attention or trying for it this game. But as you can see, I just face rolled Ash and Sona. But we're gonna push these two towers and we're gonna win the game. But creep score is like incredibly important. It gives you a ton of gold, and it's about 15 creep scores, about one kill. So it can help you out a lot in the game. So you should. That's also something you really want to focus on. And with Annie's Q, how it refunds and makes getting CS extremely easy. But the game's almost over. We're gonna push this tower down. We're gonna finish off the Nexus, and it's gonna be a good game. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked, please subscribe. Please like the video and subscribe if you want more content. Um, Aside from that, if you want me to do another tutorial video, just ask in the comments. I'd be more than happy to. And have a nice day. Good luck, everyone.